Last time on MasterChef Australia.
This should be a celebration of cooking.
After impressing Master of Gastronomy Heston Blumenthal,
I love this dish.
Kylie beat hatted chef Tomislav Martinovic to win the second immunity.
I usually go for silver, but hey, I'm not complaining.
While Andrew, Amina and Jules all said farewell to the MasterChef kitchen.
I'm proud of what I've achieved up until now, so I was proud walking out of those doors.
Tonight,
Buongiorno, benvenuti in Italia. You're in Rome!
it's the start of a week-long culinary adventure in Italy.
As a foodie, Italy is it.
No matter where we go, we'll find inspiration.
And their first stop, Rome.
Each Roman dish tells a story. And this city is all about food.
For their first challenge, the top 10 amateur cooks team up to put Rome on a plate
What's not to love about this challenge?
and meet the exacting standards of Italy's #1 chef, Massimo Bottura.
This is not touching my soul.
I don't get it.
The grand prize in Australia's biggest cooking competition, the chance to work inside the country's best kitchens, a book publishing deal, $100,000 to kickstart their food dream, and the title of Australia's next MasterChef.
Burning out in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us who we are. We got today, so spin me round and show me the way back to burning out in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us who we are.
Italy, here we come! Viva Italia! I am so happy.
Good, thanks. How are you?
What was that meaning? Hi, Kylie! I'm so excited. I'm going to Italy.
First stop is Singapore, then London, and then Rome, I think. As a foodie, Italy is it. Italy is the Mecca, and I cannot wait to get on that plane.
Last year they were here cooking in this kitchen, and now we're actually going in to dine.
Here we go.
Oh my God, look at the wall! Check this out. I think we could just camp down in here for the night.
How good is that burger? That is insane. Wish that airplane food was bad.
Are you ready to order some dessert?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Look at that bad boy.
Here we go. Bo's up in business. I don't know why.
Don't even say that. I'd be happy to sit here for 2.5 weeks. This is the best day of my life. I mean, I'm in the top 10. Never thought I'd get there. Now I'm going to Italy. Couldn't be better. Thanks. That's pretty cool.
Here we are. Oh, the descent.
We're in London, Heathrow Airport. Lovely jubbly.
We are on our last leg of our journey just before we get on the plane to Roma.
It's pretty amazing standing here and thinking what's about to happen to us.
Bozo. This guy, so this is for Neptune. You can see it. Because,
Neptune.
yeah, so Neptune was the god of the sea.
How do you build this stuff? I don't know. How do you do that?
It's a dream.
Oh my God.
What's that plate? What's that thing?
It's a monument.
Buongiorno, benvenuti in Italia. How exciting is this? You're in Rome! This is Piazza Navona, and 2,000 years ago, this is where Romans came to see their athletes compete. So, no more a fitting place for you, the top 10, to come and do the same.
There is no doubt about it. You are in Rome to soak up that word, passion. But ladies and gentlemen, don't be deceived. This isn't a Roman holiday. You are here to compete. For the only time in this competition, guaranteed immunity is up for grabs. By the end of this week, one of you will be holding that shiny badge. But where there is dolce, there is agro. One of you won't be returning to the MasterChef kitchen.
This city is all about food. Doesn't matter whether it's an old dish or a new dish. Each Roman dish tells a story. And that's your first challenge here in Italy, is to bring us a Roman story on a plate. And it means one thing, you're gonna have to dig your fingers and your palate deep into this city to get to the real heart of what makes Roman food tick. It's a fantastic challenge.
You're going to be broken down into teams of 2, and you're going to have 4 hours to discover this city and find out what's at the heart of the food here in Rome. You'll need to meet us this afternoon at the magnificent and historic Villa Aurelia. From there, you'll have 90 minutes to cook a dish that tells us your Roman story.
The 2 teams whose Roman story dishes inspire us will go into a challenge tomorrow that will get them closer to guaranteed immunity.
Wow.
Bo, Audra, you're the red team.
Wow. Dude, we're gonna have a great time.
Good stuff.
Right, the Azzurri. Ben, Deborah, you're the blue team.
You know what's going on.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right, the green team will be Alice and Wade.
Thank you. All right, waiter. Let's get this done.
The next team will be Kylie
Yep.
and Andy.
Cool, let's go.
You're the yellow team.
Go smash this one.
And the final team, Julia and Mindy. You're the orange team.
Yeah, orange, I like.
Perfect colours.
Grazie.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. We'll see you very soon at Villa Aurelia. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Washing line.
Huh, that's cool.
Venereal Sonata.
It's not hard to get inspired in Rome. I just know that no matter where we go, we'll find inspiration.
Is very traditional pasta, especially in Rome.
I think today is going to be a chance to be able to meet with some of the locals and just basically ask them, what food do you, as a Roman, like to cook? And I think really sort of push past those generic stereotypes.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
What is this? A moped. We come across this little tricolore, which is a panini bar, and we find out that Andrea, the chef, is in the middle of baking squid ink bread, which is really cool.
Oh,
Wow. That's beautiful. Wow, look at that.
Squid ink bread, I guess, is a bit of a shock to the system. You sort of smell the dough when it's being made. It sort of definitely has that squid ink aroma, but once it's been baked, it's simply the colour itself. It's beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
That bread is stunning. That's really good.
Thank you.
I feel like we're moving closer to finding our dish. That it's about taking traditional methods and flavours and reinventing them a little bit.
Yeah,
All right, ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
And that's for luck.
All right.
Hey guys, we're in the Pantheon. Check out this. Not Andy's head, the roof. Get ready, go. We decided to go to the Pantheon today. It's pretty much the oldest building in Rome. There's a beautiful little forum out there front. It's sort of lined with little restaurants around it. And there's a few little characters out the front as well. It's MasterChef.
Is there any places around here that do a good shrimp risotto?
Or just good traditional Roman food.
A good restaurant is right here on the right side.
Yep. Nose to tail eating.
Nose to tail, yeah.
They've got a thing there too.
Let me ask my father, come with me.
Fabiana tells us that a traditional meal is a corotella, which is a dish cooked with all the insides of the lamb.
Polmone.
This is a lung, heart,
Yep.
and liver, and the sweet bread.
Oh, yep.
My tasting at offal goes to the extent of pate. I was thinking there's no way this is going to taste good.
If you listen now, you can. There is a sound.
The whistle.
The sound mean that the corotella is ready.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Pretty good.
it's so good. I'm amazed. I can't believe that 4 ingredients have produced this amazing taste.
Oh. That's awesome. I love being able to sample new things. It's just incredible.
Wow. Well done.
That looks incredible.
I'm in absolute awe of this city. Every little cornerstone, every little laneway, it just comes to life.
I'm buzzing about this challenge. What a fantastic way to run around the streets and discover Rome. It is unbelievable. What kind of a pose? Am I going to do a gladiator's pose? I can smell salt. I can smell fish. I can actually smell fish.
I get this smell of salt and sea air, and it's weird because we're not near the water. And all of a sudden we go around the corner and there's the Antica Pescheria. It's the oldest fish shop in Rome, and you walk in and just floored straight away by the largest, freshest, glistening fish.
They're glistening, they're slimy, they've just been literally pulled out of the water. So we probably need to figure out if we want to grab something, and I mean, we'd be mad not to get some fish.
We have to get some fish today.
We have to celebrate. Look at it.
And I've never seen anything like this before.
I know. It's like we've just been given this beautiful bounty out of the Mediterranean. Mindy and I would be dumb not to use these fish today.
You see people here from all over the world, which is what food does.
Yeah, it brings people together.
Yeah. I don't think there actually is a game plan in this one. Inspiration often comes when you're not looking for it or when you least expect it. So we're just going to wander around and soak up Rome.
God.
This looks like another brick in the wall.
Yeah, it does.
But actually it's a cheese. Pecorino di Fossa.
Alessandro was so inspiring. He introduces us to the pecorino and the dried figs.
It's a very traditional combination. Even the ancient Romans used to eat cheese and figs. We used to say that because of dried figs and pecorino, the ancient Romans, they've lost their empire. Okay?
Spent too much time eating.
Yeah.
That's funny.
These are rice balls. It's a very traditional Roman snack that is called the supplì. Because when you open, you've got a surprise inside. Like in here, you can find mozzarella cheese.
I love that idea of supplì, the surprise.
Yeah.
I feel really excited about transforming it into something else.
do you reckon that is?
That is the Spanish Steps.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yep, Piazza de Spagna.
Oh, dude.
Far out.
This is it. You and your piece of bread in front of Spanish Steps. Unreal. Formaggi.
Formaggi.
I just wanted to know what you thought.
We come across a lady named Claire, and she's a local in Rome, and we asked her what she's bought.
Yeah. So this is lonza.
Lonza.
Part of the pork.
She gives us some tips on some simpler things that we could do that are still Roman. Not traditional.
Saltimbocca alla romana. That's the easiest. Okay.
That's an idea.
I know.
Yeah.
So, like,
Claire's given us a good idea, and it's veal wrapped with prosciutto and some sage. And I think we could adapt that into a modern way, but still keep it simple and tasty.
alla romana.
Saltimbocca alla romana.
So could we get some meat? Maybe
We need to get our veal sliced nice and thinly, and now it's off to the market to really get stuck into it.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
Where do you want to start? Tomatoes. Do you just want to get into the heart of it?
Yeah, dude. I don't see any mushrooms.
Yeah, it's not really, is it?
No.
We got these.
Funghi, like porcini.
Funghi porcini?
Sì.
I don't know.
Can't find any fresh porcini mushrooms, and so we have to settle for just a field mushroom. You want to get some?
Yeah, let's do it.
Might be able to find some dried porcini.
Okay.
How's this? We were inspired when we went to Armando's and met Claudio and Fabiano, and they showed us how to cook offal. We just thought this is an incredible dish, and we just wanted to have a go at doing it, and now's the chance. Rightio. This is going to be interesting. All right,
Should we ask him?
Angelo, that's lamb.
First thing we need to find is the corderella, which is the insides of a lamb.
Ciao. Do you sell cortella?
Cortella?
Sì.
Cortella?
No?
Okay.
Okay, grazie.
Thank you.
Cortella?
Cortella.
Sì.
See. Are we saying it right?
Probably not. The heart.
The
and
lungs.
No? No?
No.
Okay, grazie.
Oh, I'm starting to freak out.
Oh.
We're in trouble. If we don't find this, our dish doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
That is amazing. Mindy and I are being fussy with our tomatoes because they're really the core element of our dish.
They look beautiful. Wow.
That was €8. Can we live here?
I really am worried about that squid ink, so I'd really like to get onto that.
Yep.
The dish we're making today is squid ink gnocchi with Roman artichokes. Do you have sepia nero squid ink?
Squid ink has been used by the Italians for a long time to colour different types of pasta. I've never heard of it being used in gnocchi. Yeah, I think we might have a bit of a winning dish.
No, just the ink.
Nero.
The ink.
Language barrier is a definite problem, and trying to explain to him that we just want the ink sac,
So, okay, sac.
yeah, it's a bit of a problem. It's taking a long time.
Sacco. Si. Yes, awesome. And quanto costa?
Surely they've got to have some here. Ciao. Do you sell cortella? Cortella?
Cortella.
Sì.
Quante?
6 or 7 butchers down, and finally he says he's got it.
Due? Sì. Yeah, that's what we want.
You ask him what it is. The way in which we get it is unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Look at what he's doing. Okay, I appreciate this a lot more now.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
This is intense, eh?
Hey, at least you know it's fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, fresh.
Very fresh.
That's it. Perfect.
So we now have our organs.
Where are we? This is amazing. It's an Italian wonderland.
Villa Aurelia is something out of a Hollywood movie. It looks like to me like something that George Clooney would live in. Absolutely stunning.
There's all these fresh herbs as you enter the garden, and lemon trees, and all things that you would get inspired by.
Wow.
Look at the house.
Come on, chop, chop. What's the delay?
Have to take in the surroundings.
It's like a gentle stroll through the gardens with your shopping. Welcome to Villa Aurelia. It's housed cardinals and dignitaries. And now you're here, your little bags of shopping.
If these walls could talk the stories that they would tell, and what better place to taste your Roman stories than right here at Villa Aurelia. But it won't just be the three of us tasting. We've got a special guest, and it was kind of convenient that this person also has 3 Michelin stars. Kind of convenient that his restaurant's been named one of the 5 best in the world. And even more convenient that he's probably Italy's best chef for a generation. Please welcome, from Modena, from Osteria Francescana, Massimo Bottura.
Alice is beside herself. Obviously, she is a massive fan of his.
Welcome to Italy.
Grazie.
Meeting Heston was like meeting a rock star. Meeting Massimo is like meeting Nietzsche. It's like meeting a philosopher of food, and I feel privileged to be in his presence. I heard you speak in Melbourne, and it was one of the most inspirational moments in my food understanding. To be able to cook for you with your philosophy in mind is such an honour.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, Massimo, what is your sense of Roman cuisine? What do you feel Roman cuisine is about?
Roman cuisine is the idea of simplicity, the idea of good ingredients. But, you know, in the market and everywhere you can find, you know, beautiful things. So we're gonna be with the eyes on. We're gonna watch you.
Aurelia in Latin means golden. That's all we want from you today, a golden performance and delicious food. Your 90 minutes starts now.
This is ridiculous. I just looked up and I saw the villa, and it's like, what the hell? Just cooking in a villa for Massimo Bottura. You know how it is. Today's challenge is a good one. We basically need to create our own Roman story with the produce and the stories that we find. So what's not to love about this challenge?
Alice, Wade, tell us what you're cooking.
Ciao.
We're cooking squid ink gnocchi with fried artichokes and a lemon emulsion.
Why?
We were inspired by the cobblestone streets of Rome, and we took this photograph, which didn't need any colour to still look beautiful.
And so you're gonna go for a black and white dish?
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. It's what I like. We're looking.
Oh, it's squashed. So juicy that it squashes.
I'm actually freaking out a little bit. I've got to fillet my own fish, which I don't actually ordinarily do. And these guys are tiny. Beautiful little red mullet, tiny, so the fillets are small and they've got bones in them, so I've got to make sure I get all of those bones out.
What are you cooking?
Our dish today is brodetto al Lazio, and it's a fish stew in the Roman style.
Okay. So you went to a fish shop, and I'm looking at these photos.
The fish actually weighed as much as me, 55 kilos. We're gonna pick
55 kilos?
Yeah.
Wow, I could wish. 55 kilos. It's about half my body weight.
It was extraordinary.
Who was the guy at the fish shop?
Eduardo.
Is it an Italian fish? What's its name?
The pagello.
Oh, pagello.
He was 3rd generation, and the shop had been open since 1894. It was the first fish shop in Rome.
He liked you too, didn't he?
So did his dad.
He doesn't look very happy, does he?
So did his dad.
Hey, typical Italians. What can I tell you?
Io fame, lui ha fame, we're both hungry. You got 1 hour to go.
Go, come on, guys.
There's two components to the dish that we're working with today. The sauce being the amatriciano. Ben is looking after that, and I'm working on the flavours that are going into the meatballs.
These are called the supplì. When you open, you've got a surprise inside, like in here.
Bringing the figs into the centre of pork with that idea of being the supplì, the surprise. The dish is really an invention, so the risk is that it might not work.
Now, to explain to Massimo what you're cooking and why you're cooking it.
I'm Alexandro from Valpetti's. He told us these beautiful stories about the ancient Romans. One story was about the Romans losing their empire to figs and cheese.
This is a nice story, a lot of fantasy.
Yeah. So we're making a pork meatball supplì, and inside, the surprise is the fig.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting how they think.
Let's see if we can make another empire full. Well done, guys. Beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Oh. Hold it up, Andy. Hold it up. Hold it up, Andy. Hold it up. Oh, yeah.
Bravo! Bravo! What do you think, Betty? If you make that taste good, I'll give you €50. Done.
Let's go, extra motivation. This is a bit of a risky dish. Andy and I don't really cook offal at home much at all. The first time we've really been exposed to cooking it was today. We love the taste and just the concept of using the whole beast and not wasting anything. We just want to try and share that with the judges today as well. Oh.
Claudio showed us that you can basically eat the whole thing. He said to eat that, but I'm a bit sus on that, so I think I might leave that out today. Don't know what that is.
Attention, everybody. Just pointing out that Massimo Bottura is here, one of the best chefs in the world, and you're cooking for him. Can you believe it?
No.
Literally can't.
We want brilliant food, 45 minutes to go.
Everything's going okay. I'm a little worried that the meatballs are taking a little bit longer than they probably should have. I'd like them to sort of be finished now and resting, but hopefully Deb's got it under control.
Hey, dude, we need to step on it.
We're going to use the veal and prosciutto that we got from the butchery today for the saltimbocca, and I think we could do it in a really modern way.
Ciao. Is the dish you're making today inspired by your Roman story?
Oh,
Getting one of those dishes?
Absolutely. It's kind of a rustic home family dinner. We're going to do our version of a saltimbocca, and we're going to do a mushroom ragu. We were hoping to find some beautiful mushrooms, but we also got some dried porcini to just make a stock out of it as well.
Can I ask you a question? Did you decide on making the mushroom ragu before you went to the market or when you were there?
Great question. This is a great question.
Yeah.
Because for me, it sounds to me like you thought great mushrooms were going to be there, and when they weren't there, maybe...
You can switch with something different.
Yeah.
Could be, instead of mushroom, artichokes.
Yeah.
I then realised from listening to them that mushrooms aren't in season. No wonder we couldn't find any beautiful wild mushrooms.
Do you want to get some?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, see, he wasn't convinced with the porcini. We might get keen on this one.
It's getting to that point in the challenge where it's time to hustle. 30 minutes to go. What the hell is that?
This is squid ink gnocchi.
Have you made it before?
Well, we've made gnocchi before, never with squid ink.
You've been fiddling with the artichokes for a long time.
I want to make them perfect. They're Roman artichokes. You can actually digest the choke. I just want to clean a little bit of it out just to make them absolutely spotless.
The gnocchi, I mean, it looks spectacular. It's black, but are they going to be soft and pillowy, that gnocchi needs to be?
I'm not overworking the potato with the flour. I'm using as little flour as possible to sort of keep it together. And
Have you tested a piece?
I'm just about to test it.
Just, make one, test one, and then no mistakes. If you need to add a bit more flour, you can do it.
Great dish.
All right, excited.
Looking forward to it.
They're getting right into the cooking. There's some amazing smells, and I'm loving what they're starting to do. Anybody surprised?
I'm surprised, because, you know, I'm surprised by the ideas. You know, they really get deep into the culture of Rome. I think, you know, they're gonna do great. I think so.
And especially, say, Andy and Kylie, you know, doing that dish, you know, with the offals, that's putting yourself out there. It's brave.
No, that's really brave, really brave.
Bo and Audra are doing a little crostini with lardo, which I like the sound of. What I'm not really convinced is the mushrooms. They're doing a little saute of mushrooms. They're cooking the mushrooms, putting all the flavour in, and then putting it all into a bag to cook them again, to rewarm them. I don't get that idea.
No, me neither.
What about Ben and Deb?
This idea of putting guanciale, putting fig, putting pecorino, and putting in a meatball is a kind of a joke about your classic Italian meatball.
Absolutely.
But with all those flavours of Rome. So if they nail that, that could be a real winning dish. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah.
They lived a good life. Now they're our Roman sacrifice. Once the sauce was cooked down, I pop in some of the extra red mullet to really start getting that fish taste through the broth. I think I got off easy today, Mindy. You're doing all the dirty work.
I'm definitely doing the dirty work. Cheeky Julia. Half an hour to go, and I'm really starting to feel inside that we might have set an unachievable goal. I've got so much seafood to prep, and I don't know if we're going to have enough time.
Hi, girls.
Buongiorno.
Oh, the smell is very good. The fresh is beautiful. You're giving a great flavor because I can smell from here.
Beautiful.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, good.
It's very good. And so it's better if you keep the way of cooking, you know, simple and outside of this.
Okay.
So you have the
Massimo gives us some vital advice. He says not to actually combine our seafood into our stew base straight away. Cook them separately and then combine them at the end. We're taking every advice he gives us.
Okay, guys. Good luck, eh?
Thank you so much.
Good. Oh, they're going to be easy to squash. These are looking great and they smell awesome too. I love it. Andy and I are making guanciale with some fried artichoke. So it's the heart, the liver, the lungs and the kidneys all sort of fried up and popped on a plate.
The key point is definitely not to overcook the offal. We learnt to listen to the food cooking. Once the lungs start to whistle, and that's the air releasing from the lungs, you know that they're cooked. Oh, you come and listen to this guy. You can actually...
Oh, is it the whistle?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is your golden opportunity to get closer to immunity. 15 minutes to go.
Okay, so you know
Come on,
how you
guys.
do that, yes?
Come on, Deb, we want that.
We sure do.
I'm not entirely sure why it's taken Deb 75 minutes to get the meatballs prepped. She works really slow. It doesn't matter how much you try and push Deb, she'll do it at her own pace.
So much for making these perfect sizes, balls.
I open up the lid of the pot to check on my gnocchi and it's looking a lot squidgier than the last time I saw it. Damn it. I don't know what happened to these.
What's the matter?
These have fallen apart.
Really? Just be gentle, really gentle.
I need to save this dish, so I figure if I fry the gnocchi, then at least I can create some sort of little crust on the outside and that'll keep its shape a little bit more.
Some mussels in, wine in? Yep. It is absolutely frantic. I've only just finished prepping all my seafood and we are running out of time fast. All right, I'm putting them in. Go. Julie's got pan splashing, I've got pan splashing. We've got mussels and vongole and prawns and red mullet going everywhere and the sauce isn't even anywhere near it. I am freaking out.
Is that sauce hot, Ben?
It's warm.
Yeah, just pop it on there. Just so, not in there, just there so that it's hot when I'm ready to.
Yep.
I'm completely aware that I need to leave these meatballs in the pan with about a minute to go. They just have to be cooked. I can't serve undercooked pork and every second is going to make a difference.
5,000 years of history, but only 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, come on.
Waiter, can I get the dressing in here?
Yeah. I'm not too sure what's happening with the gnocchi. I've asked Alice a couple of times how much longer, and I'm sort of getting a minute, 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes.
They're looking good, they're looking good.
And I really want this food up on the plate. Come on, Alice, come on.
Wade is having a conniption. Yep. I'm busting my chops, running about like a headless chook, and Has Wade really only done artichokes for the whole hour and a half? Are there any tongs?
Alice, come on, look for it.
I'm looking.
Ragazzi, 2 minuti. Let's go.
What does that mean?
That's 2 minutes, mate.
Cuochi e cuoche di questo mondo, 1 minuto!
Okay, I think they're okay.
All right, start plating up, Deb. I've got everything prepped for plating up for Deb, but I can't touch the meatballs because I'm not allowed to.
Final little touches, 30 seconds to go.
It's happened to me before. I know I can plate a lot of food up in 30 seconds. I can get 4 plates done.
Let's go. Julia and I are like octopus. We've got arms and legs going everywhere, and it is not looking pretty.
Oh, Jesus.
Quick.
Get the cheese. Where is it?
Cheese way! 4, 3, 2, 1! Well done, guys. Brilliant job.
I reckon we've done pretty well. There's your hot fire.
I love it.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Cheese.
Full on.
Full on, indeed.
Looking down at our dish, I don't think it's our day today. It's almost like we created 3 different elements and plonked them on a board.
I think it was hard for those contestants to contain themselves, in all honesty. Great produce, beautiful location, and I think they've cooked some really beautiful dishes.
Yeah.
Let's get the first dish in and taste.
Yes.
It's Julia and Mindy's.
I'm excited.
Thank you. So, how were you inspired by Rome?
We were privileged enough to go to the fish market in Rome. It's been here since 1894, and the family passion and their love of the seafood really inspired us, and we wanted to bring that to our plate.
Okay. Mindy, Julia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Certainly is a spectacular bowl of seafood, isn't it? And I like that little touch at the end, pouring the olive oil over. Massimo, your thoughts?
I think they did a great job. They cooked the fish in the right way, so you get from the soup the best of the soup, but also the best of the fish, because they're cooked separately.
Right, shall we taste?
Yeah, let's go. It's very good, eh?
I think the girls have done a great job. You get this sort of bony crustacean flavour from the red mullet, from the shells of the crustacean. Each of those fish are really beautifully cooked.
They really work very well also with the tomato.
Yeah.
You don't feel any acidity.
Yeah.
You just have the right balance in the tomato.
It looks like there's a big bowl of seafood, but every bit of seafood has been correctly prepared. The red mullet's been pin-boned. You know, the mussels and the vongole have no grit in them.
Just looking at this dish makes you want to do one thing, and that's just track down the little laneway where the fish shop is and go and see some more of this fish. That's what I find exciting, that it translates exactly what they saw onto the plate, and it ennobles it to the cooking. It's beautiful.
It's going to be very difficult to beat this plate.
Well, Massimo, let's find out and get the next dish in.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Ben, Deborah, firstly, what's the dish?
It's pork meatballs, soupli, so it has a little surprise in the centre with figs, and then with a amatriciano sauce.
How did you get on working together?
Oh, fine. I think, yeah.
I think Deb has a very
not in a negative way, has tunnel vision. So when she gets a concept in her head, that's the sort of the way we're going. And you just have to, I understand that about Deb. So once she got that idea and I liked the idea, I let her run with it and just tried to sort of support her from behind as much as I possibly could.
I didn't know that, sorry.
All right, guys, it's time for us to taste. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Deb. Ben.
I'm being pedantic here, but I like things in odd numbers. I don't like the fact that there's 2 big balls.
Would you rather have 3 big balls than 2 big balls?
Yeah, I do.
3, but smaller.
Yeah, small.
Yeah. I think the best thing about it is the way it smells.
Yeah.
You know, it smells fantastic. This guanciale crumb on the top is beautiful. This combination of pecorino, fig, guanciale, what could be more Roman? Beautiful.
And Massimo's hungry, so let's start.
Let's get stuck in.
You can feel they use some lemon too.
How beautiful is that filling? Little nugget of fig in the middle. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The meatballs are cooked very well.
No, they're still juicy. They're holding together wonderfully. The fig hasn't dried out.
No.
I love this. I think it's a really nice interpretation of what they've seen. Goes well with the story they've told us. And those meatballs, as simple as they are, with that lovely sweet fig, that beautiful sauce, it's really, there's tomato, there's garlic, the guanciale gives you that nice saltiness, a bit of fattiness, a crunch.
And a dish that I can imagine sitting down in a Roman restaurant and eating and going, fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Sorry.
Bo, Audra, how is this dish Roman?
I guess we were inspired by the people we talk to and what they eat at home. And they always have some salad and some bread and a bit of meat, so that's what we went with.
Are you okay, the two of you?
Yeah.
Very low in energy.
Yeah, it did go to plan.
A little disappointed.
Well, on that down note, why don't you leave us, let us taste it?
All right.
We'll make our own minds up.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel sorry for them.
I don't get it. Is that a wrong thing to say? I kind of understand the bit.
How do you eat it?
But I don't get how it all fits together.
To me, looks like tapas. I really think it's a big mess.
Well, time to taste, huh?
Too many ideas on the plate. If they'd gone and done a beautiful saltimbocca, we would have loved that. If they'd gone and done, you know, like a selection of crostini, we would go, that's fantastic. But as it is, too many ideas, not funneled together.
And the mushrooms aren't right. You know, the concept of having tomatoes and mushrooms on the same board, it's just, it's not right.
Absolutely.
Agree with everything you've said. Let's get the next dish in and try that.
All right.
The scary dish.
The scary dish.
Scary dish.
What's the dressing?
It's just a reduction from the pan juices.
Lung juice, George, it's lung juice. Andy, Carly, I've only got 2 questions for you. Firstly, do you think this dish is a great reflection of Rome? And secondly, why?
I think this is a perfect representation of Rome. Offal and using this sort of meat is traditional in Roman cuisine, and we loved it. It's a smart way of eating, no wasting.
I was very worried when I saw the coratella. Then I get very scared. So now I'm very, anxious to try because it's the first time I'm trying coratella.
Oh, wow. I hope it's a good one.
It's the moment. This is the moment.
Let's not delay the moment of truth for Massimo any longer. Andy, Carly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Well, what do you reckon? Looks pretty amazing.
Well, I think it looks really good, and I think those artichokes look absolutely super.
You start.
Look, first up, I love the textures. I love the layers of textures. So it's a nice way of lifting this dish and making it more acceptable, which is great. The only thing for me is I think it's overcooked.
And also, I feel in the palate really bland. I miss something. A dish that comes from the past and has to go directly into your soul.
Yeah.
This is not touching my soul.
Well, you think with offals, normally you have something that's acidic, for example.
Yeah,
alcohol,
of
like
course, of
masala
course.
or
Acidity
mustard.
is so important in cuisine, and here there's nothing, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get the next dish in.
Wade, Alice, what's the dish?
This is a squid ink gnocchi with deep fried artichoke and a lemon emulsion.
Is this a good enough dish to put you into the top 2 teams?
Yeah, we think so.
Alice, Wade?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Grazie.
coming. Grazie.
Craig.
Grazie mille.
Looking at this dish, George, you excited?
I'm excited because it's probably our first modern plate of food that we've had today. I mean, those gnocchi look really beautiful. They look like little sort of stones. Can we taste?
Yeah, just. I can finish the plate, you know.
Well, I think that's an inspired dish. I think it's beautiful. I think it's delicate. It looks like something you get in a top restaurant. The artichokes are beautifully prepared. I'm really, really impressed.
And what they've gone for is some really sophisticated flavours. Lemon, artichokes, the parmesan and squid ink. And what a combination.
They found an incredible balance in the dish.
And, you know, and again, they started with the idea of a cobblestone, and that's what they gave us. They gave us cobblestones thrown in amongst artichokes, and it's Rome on a plate.
I couldn't think, in all honesty, of anything better than turning up in Rome and your first challenge, going shopping. You told us a story. And I think best of all, you impressed Mr. Massimo Bottura over there.
Yes, it's true. The stories behind each dish, they really impressed me a lot. Really amazing.
Thank you.
The first dish that wowed us today belonged to the green team. Wade, Alice, what we loved about your dish, it was modern, but also it absolutely delivered on the story you told. We loved it. Massimo?
The balance of the dish was perfect. So, congratulations, really congratulations.
The second top dish of today belonged to the orange team. Julie and Mindy, well done.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Beautiful preparation. The way you respected all that seafood by using the bones in that tomato sauce to really bring it to life. Great cooking, guys.
Thank you so much.
Massimo?
Great cooking. Could be a dish that comes out from Osteria Francescana, no? I just want to say a few words. When I started and I decided to cook, I was studying as a lawyer and I was working in my father's company, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, and I was waking up in the morning and I wasn't happy. So one day, I decided to change everything and to follow one of my passions. And I decided to be a chef. And impossible is nothing, you know. My father was like not happy at all. For 2 years, he didn't even talk with me. In January of last year, he passed away. The same month, at the end, I got from the Paris World Culinary Academy the title of best chef in the world. So this is a life. Comes and go just like that. So good luck for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Well, it's been a huge day, but your Italian adventure has only just begun. There is more in store. Go and get some sleep. We'll see you tomorrow.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
This challenge is all about quality, but it's also about quantity.
4 amateur cooks must each create the best pizza and pasta dishes.
This challenge is gonna be tough.
The pressure is on to serve 120 hungry Italians.
You know the problem with Italians when they're not happy? They'll let you know.
Oh, mine. For a shot at guaranteed immunity.
Now you're officially in the shed, yeah?
Clearly, things aren't going to plan.
And as the culinary adventure of a lifetime continues.
Welcome to Tuscany, and more importantly, welcome to Florence.
Let the battle of the taste buds begin.
This is when it all kicks in and the fun starts.
This is amazing. I can't believe we're cooking risotto in Italia.